The 8-4 Flint Tropics are in town. The undefeated 11-0 Indiana Elite. Let's do it. Flint Tropics win the tip, and we are underway here in Elite HQ here in downtown Indy. Flint Tropics open up with a miss, and we are underway with the Elite's 12th game of the season, 13th for the Flint Tropics. Remember, the Flint Tropics were ranked number 1 by the media preseason. Media ranked the Flint Tropics number 1 in the preseason, both this season and last season. Season 1 and Season 2, the Flint Tropics were ranked number 1 in the preseason by the media. They did miss the playoffs last season. Ranked number 1 by the media, missed the playoffs in Season 1. They are currently ranked 9th in the league with a record of 8-4. Tonight they face off against the hottest team in the league, the 11-0 Indiana Elite. Ellis able to drop in the hook shot there over Pete Jones Jr., and we are underway here in Naptown. Matt Snow is able to drop in a lay-in for the Elite's first points. Now they'll set up and run the offense. They get it into Pete Jones Jr. He missed his first one earlier, but he drops that one in. He's on the board. 60 seconds gone here in the first. Flint Tropics, of course, led by Coffee Black, their starting shooting guard. Sparks with a quick shot. Mid-ranger that he can't drop in, boarded by the Indiana Elite and Pete Jones Jr. Flint Tropics led by All-Star Coffee Black, number 2, starting shooting guard for the Flint Tropics. Made the All-Star team last year, but like I said, Flint Tropics not able to make the playoffs last season, despite being ranked number 1 by the media in the preseason. Matt Snow got a hand on that one. Ellis with a quick shot. Bounces off the right side. And again, an empty possession for the Tropics. Indiana Elite will take over again and look to set up the offense. And when the Elite look to set up the offense, you know what that means. That means they get it to Pete Jones Jr. He posts up, and then he misses it off the glass, and then Cameron Boozer rims out the dunk. And that was an ugly possession for the Indiana Elite. Flint Tropics will look to capitalize on the back-to-back misses by the Elite. Quick shot from Ellis that he cannot get to go. And both teams are struggling a bit here early. Elite are up 4, though. It'll be Truck Wallace at the top. He'll work around the screen. He'll drive, step back 3, and he cannot get that one to go. Here's Coffee Black at the top. He's guarded by Clem. He'll work around. He'll go all the way. Dishes it back up to Ellis. Back over to Coffee. Coffee Black around Clem for the slam. And Coffee Black is on the board. Over halfway gone here in the first. Indiana Elite will set up. They're up 2. Gets it into Pete Jones Jr. He sneaks around. Gives it to Cameron Boozer, who's able to lay it in. The big men down low weren't sure who wanted to take the shot there. Ellis gets around Pete Jones Jr. with a pump fake, but he is able to still catch up and capitalize. He gets the big rejection. Some subs check in for the Tropics. Starters still out there for the Indiana Elite. Ababe over to Pollock. He puts up a 3 and drops it in. He's able to pull the Tropics to within 1. Matt Snow driving all the way and laying it in. Took advantage of some sleepy defense there. Matt Snow's got 4. Elite are up into the double digits, approaching 60 seconds left in the first. Coffee Black, quick mid-ranger that he drops in. 4 points for Coffee Black. 4 points for Matt Snow, 4 points for Coffee Black. Approaching 60 seconds left here in the first. Matt Snow gets it into Pete Jones Jr. Pete Jones able to lay him down there in the post and drop it in. 6 points for the coach's son. Timeout, Flint Tropics. Back to it here with 62 seconds left in the first. The B team checks in for the Indiana Elite. They're up 3. Less than 60 seconds left now here. The first cannon under the basket. Over to Chase. Up and over Rocco Pebble for the lay-in. Corey Chase is on the board with his first one of the game. Less than 60 seconds left now in the first. B team is checked in for the Indiana Elite. You know that means they're going to look to Nomad. He's going to step back over to Allen Wells. Corner 3. Alan Wells can't drop in the corner three. And here comes the Flint Tropics. Coffee Black with a chance to give his team the lead. Gets it over to Abayev. In low to Corey Chase. Back-to-back baskets for Corey Chase. Flint Tropics go up one. Shot clock turned off here in the first. Shot clock turned off. Nomad's going to get the screen. He'll try it again. This time he'll go all the way and lay it in. Nomad lays that one in. Shot clock turned off. One more chance here for the Tropics. Coffee Black. He's going to do it with time winding down. Step back three. Cannot drop that one in. That's the end of the first. Back to it here for the second. B team's going to stay in to start the second. Starters still getting a rest here as we start the second quarter. Indiana Elite up one. Nomad gets it into Rocco Pebble. Rocco Pebble, former starter, lays it in off the glass. Former starting power forward for the Indiana Elite has played a great role coming off the bench with Cameron Boozer moving to the starting lineup. And the miss from the Flint Tropics. Quick shot from Nomad. Can't get that one to go. Misses here from both teams. Tropics down three with the ball. Abayev at the top. Rocco Pebble, former starter for the Indiana Elite, moved to the bench after they drafted Cameron Boozer. Cameron Boozer has, of course, come in and been an extremely reliable starter for the Indiana Elite. Dropped 18 last game. Currently leading the Rookie of the Year votes. Alan Wells trying to go all the way to the basket here. Gets it out to Nomad. Into Rocco. They're running out of time here. Gets it into Rocco Pebble with the shot clock winding down. Can't get the roll in. Good ball movement there. A lot of players got a touch on the Elite, but not able to end in a basket at the end. Cannon against Rocco Pebble. Out to Osborne. Quick shot. May have been a three, but at the end of the day, it's no good. And it bounces out of bounds. Elite will take over. Just about 90 seconds gone here in the second. Indiana Elite up three. B team still out there. Starters still getting a rest. And it's going to be Nomad. He's going to look to attack. He is into the key, attacking the basket. Hook shot up, bounces off the front side, gets his own rebound, and then puts it back in. A force down low is Nomad. Doesn't give up. And the second effort gets him the basket. Can't get the lay-in to go for the Tropics. And the Indiana Elite will take over again. Rocco Pebble gives it to Nomad. Nomad at the top, over to Greg Neal. Greg Neal back up to Nomad. Nomad at the top. They'll set up the offense. Gets it back into Neal in the post. Neal finds Rocco Pebble for the slam. 4 points for Rocco Pebble off the bench. Osborne, he's looking to drive. He's looking to go all the way. And he slams it down. Oliver Osborne on the board with his first basket. Nomad comes across, but Coach Pete Jones is going to call a timeout. Starters are checking back in. Coach Pete Jones wants to just go ahead and close out the first half strong here. They get it into Clem Fandango. Clem Fandango up at the top. His first time getting a call here tonight. He's going to work around the screen. He's going to go all the way. And Fandango making it look easy. His first points of the night. Indiana Elite get it up to 7. Into Ellis. He's in the post. Over to Mitchell against Cameron Boozer. 2 minutes left in the second. Hook shot up and over the rookie. Good defense from Cameron Boozer. Matt Snow, he's looking to do it quick. He's in the key all alone. Not able to get the shot to go. Flint Tropics may have got away with a foul there. Crowd's not happy. Sparks with a quick three. He can't get the three ball to go. Can't get the three ball to go. That one will bounce out. And the Indiana Elite will take back over up 7. Up 7, approaching 90 seconds left here in the first. Matt Snow gets it into Pete Jones. Pete Jones Jr. with the slam. He's got 8. Crowd getting loud here with the Elite up 9. Sparks around the screen. Over to Ellis. Back to Sparks. He's in the key. Guarded by Snow. Good ball movement between the two. The give and go. Oh, drops it in, but Sparks goes down. Sparks goes down. He's still down. The refs are letting him play, but they're going to have to stop it here. We're hearing a knee injury reported there for Chad Sparks. Chad Sparks, the starting point guard, I believe, for the Flint Tropics, goes down. We'll have to await an update on his condition, but tough break there for the Flint Tropics as Sparks goes down late here in the second. So the Elite are going to set up now. It's Matt Snow at the top. He gets it into Pete Jones Jr. Shot clock winding down. Pete Jones Jr. going to take it all the way. Oh! Just rolls off the front side there for Pete Jones Jr. Abayev slams that one in. Showing Abayev on the board for the first time. Under 30 seconds left. Cameron Boozer. Oh, he can't get the three ball to go. He was open up there, but can't drop the three ball in. Time winding down. Pollock all the way. Ron Pollock slams that one down just like that. Tropics get it to within 3. And Matt Snow. Oh, Pete Jones Jr. muscles it in. He'll lay it in down low. He's got 10. Lead back up to 5. Howard Chuck puts up a 3. Oh, Howard Chuck chucks it up. Huck it, chuck it, 3 ball. Matt Snow got that one off. Can't drop that one in. That'll take us to halftime. Back to it for the second half. Second half underway. Starters in for the Indiana Elite. Indiana Elite up 2. Here as we start the third quarter and start the second half, it's quickly into Pete Jones Jr., who is able to lay it in. Gets the roll in off the left side. He's got 12. Does the anchor for the Indiana Elite. Nearly got the steal there. Coffee Black. Pete Jones Jr. nearly got the steal, but a hustle play from Coffee Black is able to capitalize. And Coffee Black turns it into 2 points. Indiana Elite, though, are able to answer as Matt Snow drops that one. And he's got 6 points, 6 assists. Matt Snow may be on double-double watch. Coffee Black with a quick pick-and-pop 3 around the screen, but he cannot get that one to go. And now the Indiana Elite will set up following the miss. It's Clem Fandango. Clem Fandango at the top. He'll get the screen. He'll work around. Great defense from Coffee Black. Over to Cameron Boozer. Cameron Boozer goes all the way. Just 4 points here tonight for the rookie, but you can never count him out when he gets the ball. Howard Chuck. Huck it, chuck it. Can't get that one to go. He had a huck it, chuck it 3 right at the end of the first half. Here's a huck it, chuck it 3 from Matt Snow. He can't get his to go, though. And Matt Snow said, anything you can do, I can do better, as he chucked up his own 3 that he could not drop in. Into Ellis, over to Chase. Chase up and over Cameron Boozer. He cannot get that one to go. So the Indiana Elite will set up again. Matt Snow at the top. He gets it into Cameron Boozer. Cameron Boozer against his man. He'll drive to the basket and lay that one in. 6 points for the rookie Cameron Boozer. Indiana lead with their lead back up to 8. 2 minutes gone here in the third. Howard Chuck poked away by Matt Snow. Recovered by Howard Chuck. He can't get the lay-in, though. And it's boarded by Truck Wallace. Truck Wallace at the top. He's going to get the screen. Great defense, though. Pete Jones over to Matt Snow. Matt Snow at the top. Gets it back into Pete Jones. Pete Jones all the way around and slams it down. That's a timeout for the Flint Tropics. Halfway through the third, Flint Tropics call a timeout as the lead gets up to double digits. Howard Chuck against Matt Snow. Gets it into Coffee Black, though. One of the stars of the Scuffed Basketball League against Clem Fandango. Up and over. Can't get that one to go, though. It's been a quiet night here for Clem Fandango. Matt Snow at the top. Matt Snow up at the top. He's given the call to the offense to get set up. He gets it into Cameron Boozer. The rookie's going to look to set up in the post. Hook shot, drops that one in. 8 points now for the rookie. Lead is up to 12. Howard Chuck at the top. Moves around the screen. Poked away by Matt Snow. Recovered by Howard Chuck. Coffee Black. Back to Howard Chuck. In the key. Lays that one in. Wow, they just scored in the 95th minute in that World Cup game. Look at that. Matt Snow around the screen. Drive into the basket. Getting live updates from the World Cup. Matt Snow lays that one in. 8 points, 8 assists. 8 points, 8 assists. Matt Snow on double-double watch. Coffee Black up and over Clem. He can't get it to go. Boarded by Pete Jones. Matt Snow on double-double watch. He gets it into Pete Jones Jr. Over to Cameron Boozer, who lays that one in. Great ball movement. Cameron Boozer's got 10. Back to it following the Flint Tropics timeout. Lead up to 14 now for the Elite, and the crowd is getting loud here, helping them hold on to this double-digit lead. Howard Chuck around the screen. Driving. Stolen, though. Stolen by the defense. As Matt Snow able to sneak in there and poke it away. Recovered by Rocco Pebble. Now Matt Snow gets it into Rocco Pebble in the post. Rocco Pebble gets the roll in. 6 points for the Rock off the bench. Lead continuing to widen. Rejected by Rocco Pebble. Walker went for the lay-in and absolutely rejected. Neal into Wallace. Out to Greg Neal. He's looking to drive and slams it. And the Elite firing on all cylinders here. Late in the third, Howard Chuck into Mitchell against Greg Neal. He's able to drop that one in. Is Mark Mitchell, and gets some wind back into the sails of the Tropics. Snow into Neal. Neal looking to cross him over. Greg Neal feeling good out there, but he gets it out to Wallace. Wallace for three. No, off the front side. Clem Fandango. Oh, can't get the rebound as it goes out of bounds. 4.6 on the clock. Tropics will have a chance at a quick shot here. Howard Chuck going to do what he does best. Hook it, chuck it. No, that's the end of the third. As we start the fourth, it was 20-6 in favor of the Indiana Elite there for that third quarter. The Elite outscored the Flint Tropics 20-6 in the third. And the Elite up 16 to start the fourth, and a missed lay-in there for the Flint Tropics to begin the fourth quarter. Rocco Pebble. So, Rocco Pebble looked to capitalize on some lackadaisical defense, but he rims out the dunk. And that is the Rocco Pebble that we know and love. Underway here in the fourth, Howard Chuck over to Osborne. And can the Flint Tropics fight their way back in with time winding down here in the fourth? Mitchell back over to Osborne. These two give and go between each other, and it ends in 2 points for Osborne. 2 points is 2 points, and that's 4 points for Osborne here in this matchup. Flint Tropics going to try to fight their way back in. Indiana Elite going to look to burn a little bit of clock. It's Nomad pistol. Great defense from Howard Chuck. Forces Nomad to give it into Pebble. It's been a decent game here for Rocco, but he can't get that hook shot to go off the front side, boarded by Flint Tropics. Here comes Abayev, guarded by Wallace. Under 4 minutes now. Abayev all the way to lay that one in. It's just what the Flint Tropics need. Back-to-back baskets for them. Back-to-back baskets for the Flint Tropics. They close the lead to 12, just like that. Alan Wells, he'll get it back into Rocco Pebble off his missed last possession. They're not done with him yet, and he's going to show why he can still be trusted. He lays that one in. Timeout, Tropics. Back to it following the quick timeout from the Tropics. 90 seconds gone here in the fourth. Flint Tropics trying to fight their way back in. Howard Chuck into Ellis. Ellis, Rocco Pebble got a hand on that one. And here comes Greg Neal. Is he going to look to go coast to coast? He's at the top. He finds Nomad below. What a great dish from Greg Neal. 6 points for Nomad. Lead is back up to 16. Just like that. Osborne pulls up a three. He can't drop that one in. It's boarded by the Elite. And the B team holding strong here. with time winding down in the fourth. Nomad, he's looking to set up at the top. He's running some clock. He gets him into position, gets it into Greg Neal, and the Wisdom slams it down. 4 points for Greg Neal. Great, oh, that was a great pass from Howard Chuck, but great defense from Greg Neal. After his bang-bang dunk, he comes back on defense for the block. But now the foul there on Greg Neal. Corey Chase will go to the line for 2. 25% free throw shooter. But remember, if there's one thing scuffed in the Scuffed Basketball League, it is free throws. Corey Chase at the line, can't get the first one to go. He'll miss both. I believe that's one of the reasons a lot of these guys were never able to make it in any other pro league. Some abysmal free throw shooting here in the Scuffed Basketball League. Gator Wallace around the screen. He's looking to attack. Finds Rocco Pebble. And Rocco Pebble, he's got 10 off the bench. Lead is up to 20 for the Indiana Elite. B team still out there. Coffee Black up and over Gator Wallace. Coffee Black, leading scorer and the star of the Flint Tropics. But it has not been the best game here tonight for him. Quiet game for Coffee Black. Greg Neal with the mid-ranger. He's got 6. Timeout, Flint Tropics. Starters check back in for the Indiana Elite. And they are up 20. Starters are checked back in because the B team needs a rest. Abayev drives to the basket and lays that one in. He's got 6. Indiana Elite looking like they are going to improve to 12-0. Matt Snow finds Pete Jones Jr. 16 for Pete Jones Jr. here tonight. Indiana Elite are going to improve to 12-0. As they continue this historic run of the longest undefeated team in league history. Of course, it's just the second season here in the Scuffed Basketball League, but they're going to improve to 12-0, and it may be a while before we see a team have this much success to start the season. Matt Snow with the roll-in. He needs 1 assist. Can Matt Snow get 1 assist in 60 seconds for the double-double? Coffee Black slams it down. That's what Matt Snow needs. Can Matt Snow come down here? He needs 1 assist. If you need 1 assist, you know who you get the ball to. You give it to Pete Jones Jr. That was a lot of time, and then he dishes it to Carlos Boozer. No, they can't get it to go. Matt Snow maybe watching his double-double slip away. 40 seconds on the clock. Flint Tropics here in garbage time. Can they look to pad the stats a little? Step back 3 for Coffee Black. Can't get that one to go. Boarded by the Indiana Elite. Is this the last chance for Matt Snow? He's going to get it in one more time. Pete Jones for the double-double. Yes! Pete Jones is 18 points for him, and I believe that'll be the double-double for Matt Snow. Shot clock is off. Abayev over to French. He can't get the 3 ball to go. Boarded by Cameron Boozer. Indiana Elite, they're going to dribble it out. 12-0 now for the Elite as they win it over the Flint Tropics.